we know it is a very important part of the research methodology. So according to this chapter, we will understand what is sample, what is sampling, what is the difference between sample and sampling, sampling frame, sampling unit, sampling error. So number of vocabs we will describe under this chapter. As it is also very important part of research methodology, because every researcher has to collect some data from the various resources when they are going to be conduct a research. We have already discussed, like for collection of data, we can't rely on the entire population because it is not feasible, even though it is not practical. So for a researcher, they have to be collect a sample to conduct their study instead of going for the complete census. So first of all, we will come to the next slide to understand what is these terms which differentiate the sample from the another one. So first, what is population? As we all know, we have already discussed in the classes what is population. Population, basically it is a universe for which you are going to conduct a study, your target audiences. It doesn't mean populations like you are going to be conduct your study on the people. It can be any element, it can be number of elements, it can be number of units you are going to be measures, it can be a chemicals, molecules, whatever. So populations you can be defined any target audiences for which you are going to be conduct a research. Next is a sample. Sample, basically it is a representation of the whole or entire populations. So whatever the proportion of your populations, sample must represent that proportion. It is a very important, as they have given I have given an example in this. To check the quality of rice and milk, you can't measure each and every element of a rice or component of a rice. You will just take a small sample and you will analyze whether the quality of the rice is good or not, or whether what type of variety of rice it is. Next is sampling frame and source list. Basically sampling frame, it describes the list of objects which you are applying in the sample. Which city, which district, which particular locations, what particular type of magazine, book or another materials you are using to collect that particular sample. Next is sampling unit. It is defined the geographical unit only. Whether there is a district, any city, any locality, you can define from which you are collecting your samples. Now sample size. Very, very important part in the sampling, that is sample size. Because according to sample size, if your sample size is authenticated, or the proportion which represent the populations will define your analysis or will define your type of research or your results. So that's why it is very important you must gather an accurate sample size. According to C.R. Kothari, they have suggested a universal method to collect the sample size. No any researcher can presume or assume sample size from their wish. So they have to be collected according to their rules and regulations. For example, I want to be analyze the emotional state of the nurses in India. Now there is a population of the nurses, for example, we have in crores, in lakhs. So it is not possible for researchers to conduct a census for each and individual nurses. So what they will do, first of all, they have to be select the sample. This how they will, again this is the questions, how they will select the sample and what will be the sample size. Now sample size, they can't say like any nurses, any 10 nurses or 100 nurses, 1000 nurses, 10,000 nurses they can presume for their study. No, there is a proper method that is called universal method, by which they will calculate on the basis of their population size. So they will presume to be active or accurate sample size for the same. Now what is sample design? Sample design identify what are the different techniques and methods a researchers need to be applied to select a sample size. So later in the next videos and lectures we will describe what are the different techniques and methods a researchers need to adopt. Next is sampling error. As I have written, there is a difference between population value and sample value. So if some extent this particular difference is acceptable in the statistics, but if beyond that particular limit, if your errors is going or rise rapidly or rise gradually, it means you have to be select your sample size again. There is a sample error. It means it is not an accurate representation of your populations. So I'll be come with the next video for you.